Good morning. We welcome everybody to this hearing. We're examining competition issues in the prescription drug supply chain. Pharmacy benefit managers, PBMs as we call them, play a significant role in drug supply chain. Initially, PBMs primarily served as an administrative capacity, but their role has evolved and they now exercise growing influence on prescription drug supply chain. And as the middleman, they determine what medications a patient can use and how much the patient pays at the pharmacy counter. PBMs have also become more consolidated. The three major PBMs control roughly 80% of the PBM market, and many are vertically integrated with insurance companies, providers, and more. This power drives up prescription drug costs at the pharmacy counter. Indeed, a recent report found patient out-of-pocket drug costs reached $98 billion in 2024, a 25% increase in just 5 years. PBMs claim, on the contrary, that they help lower cost. Yet their business practices are opaque. We don't even know what they do. We know their impact, though. And they do everything in their power to steer business away from the competition towards their own entity. I'm committed to bringing sunshine and accountability to PBMs. Throughout my 99 county tour of Iowa, I've learned firsthand from patients and pharmacists the powerful role that PBMs play in our prescription drug supply chain. To name one example, last summer an Iowan told me her prescription medications had increased from $300 to $1,000 per month. Another Iowan wrote to me recently saying she's scared, that's her word, about her local pharmacy closing, which would leave a void in her community. I hear often from rural Iowa pharmacists about the vital services they perform for their community. We have one Iowa independent pharmacy with us today, but they don't know how much longer they can stay open. PBMs are steering more patients away from their local pharmacists through low reimbursement, mail order requirements, and limiting patient choice. Iowans are fed up with the skyrocketing cost of prescription drugs and reduced access. Americans are fed up as well. They're eager for Congress to act to put a stop to shady PBM practices. So I've taken a multifaceted approach to lowering drug costs, holding BPMs and holding PBMs accountable. I partnered with Senator Wyden on a 2-year investigation in insulin price gouging. Our investigation found that PBMs encourage drug makers to spike the drug's list price in order to offer a greater rebate. This in turn allows manufacturers to secure priority placement on covered meds, all at the expense of patients. I've pressed FTC to study PBMs and their impact on competition and drug prices. The FTC's 2 interim staff reports are helpful, but I'm eager to get a full study from the FTC's complete with legislative recommendations. That's why this committee recently passed a bill entitled Prescription Drug Pricing for the People Act, which would hold FTC accountable in producing their PBM study in a timely manner. A timely report on PBMs is critical if we can stop some anti-competitive PBM behavior this very day. Arbitrary clawbacks and spread pricings are documented tactics of PBMs, deploying those to fill their pockets at the expense of patients and pharmacies. This has to stop. Senator Cantwell and I have worked on a bill that we entitled the PBM Transparency Act through the Commerce Committee to direct the FTC to stop deceptive and unfair pricing schemes by PBMs, as well as to require more transparency. I've also worked on and supported the Finance Committee's PBM legislation from the last Congress. And I've talked to Senator Crable, and after we get done with some important reconciliation legislation, he indicated he'd like to move on in that area. For too long, PBMs have played a powerful role in determining a patient's access to prescription drugs and their costs. PBMs have only expanded that role in recent years, but their pocketbooks have expanded in ways that don't add up based on the services provided. While PBMs get richer, hardworking Americans pay more and more for their medications. Local pharmacies are shuttering. I'm hopeful that this hearing will shine light on how we can rebalance the power and hold PBMs accountable. I look forward to the testimony of our witnesses today. Senator Durbin.